When it comes to work-life choices, saying no to invitations and requests can be easier said than done, right? Look, saying no can be hard, but there are ways to decline a request without actually upsetting people. And the good news is it's quite easy with some preparation and also some practice. So the first step to saying no is to actually take the time to consider the answer rather than just going, sure, and then instantly regretting it. So let the person know that you'll check your schedule first, or if it's via email, send the person a quick reply just to acknowledge their request and set expectations, and also find out any additional information you'd need to make the decision. It could be something like, thanks for thinking of me, I'll just need to make sure I can give it the time and attention that it deserves, so I'll get back to you by lunchtime today. In the meantime, when would you need this work completed by? So now, take the time to think about it. Is it something that you actually want to do? Do you even have time to do it? Does it make you feel good when you imagine yourself doing that task or attending that meeting, or does it bring on a sense of dread? Does it align with your priorities and values? Will you benefit from it? Are you actually the best person to do this piece of work? So when it comes to deciding whether we're going to do it or not, and then ultimately declining, let me give you some examples of how to say no without upsetting anyone. I always believe that honesty is the best policy. If you simply do not have time, be honest. And if appropriate, give your reason, but unapologetically. So something like, I just can't right now. I'm onboarding a new hire and have a deadline that I need to meet next week. I will have capacity in a fortnight. Does that timing work for you? They'll understand because they've probably got a lot going on as well. And I think they'll respect your openness, honesty, and your attention to self-care. The second way to say no is to be helpful. For example, you could say, based on what you've shared, I actually don't think I'm the right person or have the right skill set to do this work. Can I suggest someone else who I think would be great for this though? Of course, that's assuming that you don't want to learn something new, and this can also be an opportunity to educate that person on what it is that you are skilled at and the kinds of work that you love to do. And finally, if your leader is asking you to do something and you don't feel you can say no, then help them help you. Get them to help manage your priorities. You can say, I'm more than happy to help you with this. I'm currently working on X, Y, and Z. In what order do you need me to have all this completed in, including the piece of work that you're asking me to do now? No matter how you say no or which way you use, be clear with your answer. Don't avoid making a decision or communicating it. Don't put it off. We know the longer we sit on these things, the harder they are to say no to. So the longer we wait to give an answer, the more likely your sense of guilt and pressure will build and you'll end up saying yes. So be prepared. The hardest thing about being put on the spot is that we feel compelled to say yes. So prepare and write some responses now that actually work for you. When you don't need to justify your answer, it can make you both feel more comfortable with a no reply. Booked out, no time, personal commitments. If you think about them now and note them down, you'll remember them when you need them. So finally, saying no is not a bad thing. It can often be the best thing you could do for your own health, your work performance, your family life, even the task that you're being asked to do. So get over the guilt, manage your FOMO. You really are making a wise and responsible decision. So try saying no to someone today and see how much pressure you actually take off yourself. And if you have a good way of saying no, share it in the comments section below. We'd love to hear. Thanks for watching.